In the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And for me, analyzing them and talking with the defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense. offense.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
Shop at the 32-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got him. And I think the ball's out. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Purdy looking to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Lions at 12-1 now to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. On the give, this is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Purdy from the gun. Catch is made by Metcalf. And
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 47 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And this returnable for Hines.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They hand this up, and he loses the football the second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, there's a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Lions nothing.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
What are we doing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now 3rd down and 7. Hooker.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Hooker now off play action.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. This is the tight end fan. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll run with Gibbs.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Again, it's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And he completes it to Hunt. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Second down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down throw here. It's Hooker.
And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, they finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when
taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's airing it out for Williams.
down. Jamison Williams,
62 yards.
and the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They run with Harris.
Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 39.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run again with Harris.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.